everybody. Welcome back. Dano and Vinny here. How you doing, man? You good?
Hey, the Say Hey Kid is here.
That's awesome, man. Hey, listen, today's date's April 4th, 2023, and we are back with another episode of Tops Now
Cards on
on
demand.
demand. Cards on demand. See, you know what it's all about. And that's a good thing. So here we are. We are going to be talking, this is basically kind of a catch-up show, just to give you a heads up of what to anticipate for this show. We're going to be talking about print runs up until card number, I believe, Dano wants to talk about up to number 13.
13, lucky 13.
Yeah, and there's some really high quality cards that were offered. So with that said, let's get started with card number 1.
Card number 1, as it should be, Aaron Judge. Now, I think they chose him because he hit that bomb on the first day, on the first pitch, in the first inning of the first game, correct?
He had a home run. That was incredible. Let me see
Right.
if I can find that card where he's on there. I got Tops Now card 40. I got to go to the archive real quick. Hang on. I apologize.
Okay. So Aaron Judge printed 4,695 cards on day
Wow.
one of the top season.
Honestly, that's not as many as I thought it would be.
I don't remember what I said. I would say that close to that 4,500 number was about what I would have thought. Maybe it's a little bit more, but I think the whole day had print runs that are exceptionally high for average as well as low print and high demand. It was a high print run day. It was the first day of the season.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's pretty typical, I would say, of Tops Now opening day. It's all print runs, even for sophomore, third year, fourth year players, are typically pretty high.
Agreed. So
Now,
with
what's
Judge at 4,695, the second card was also a Yankee.
yes, and that's Anthony with a NY at the back of Anthony, NY, like the New York Yankees. So he's a Yankee through and through. That's Anthony Volpe, and that's card number 2. That print run was 19,614, folks. Now, that may seem like a lot, and it is for Tops Now. However, I don't think this card was in Top Series 1. I don't think Anthony Volpe is going to be in Top Series 1 at all. In fact, he's probably going to be in the Top Series 2 or the update set.
Agreed. We talked about this before, but Volpe isn't even in the road to opening day set for the Yankees. That's how he came out of nowhere unexpectedly to make the starting team.
Yep, and those are the cards really to follow, I believe, and I think a lot of people recognize that. That's why was that the highest print run on opening day, sir?
Uh, yes, it
Yeah,
was by far. It was by 25% easily, but no, almost double the next closest. I mean,
yeah.
it blew everything else away. 19,600 cards is an exceptional amount of cards.
Now, what is that card going for on eBay right now? Just out of curiosity, for that Anthony Volpe card
I
number
do
2.
not have that up. I do not know. I think that's a card that you want to stick in your pocket like you would pickles and maybe let it marinate a little bit. I don't think that card's going to be worth anything right away. But I do know it's a keepsake. I do know it's going to be a hobby. If the guy performs, a hobby want. And with less than 20,000 cards, there's just not going to be enough to satisfy
All right, here we
everyone's
go.
set of cards.
I've got 22 listings, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and do newly listed, all right? Here's one for $9.95 or best offer. That's the Anthony Volpe Major League debut. The next one here is $24.99 with $5 shipping. That's a new listing. That's a $30 card right there from that person. The next person here, $14.99 with $1.08 shipping. All right. The next person, $29.95 with $5.10 shipping. There's another one here. Check this out. Anthony Volpe Auto Rookie Card Debut Opening Day New York Presale Read. And it's featured at $899. What I imagine is somebody's going to get that card and then have Anthony sign it. That's incredible.
I imagine they already have Anthony signed it. There's a guy on eBay who's telling me he has a special connection with Fanatics and able to get 50 of those Otani Trout cards
Oh,
autographed. So I
what?
don't know if it's the same guy, but it sounds like the same story.
That is incredible. So typically, what would you see? What would you see the prices for a card like this the next day, 2 days, 3 days later. Do you typically see $29 cards for Tops Now, or 9.49 or 9.99 or 12.99 or 21.99
I
Tops Now
don't
cards?
I don't look at it that way, actually, Stacker. I look at it this way. The lowest printed card, the lowest priced card for this particular card is $7.99. It's at auction for 2 days and it's free shipping. So that's roughly an $8 card, including tax. And to me, that's the lowest price. That's the price of the card right now. There's a second listing when I sort by shipping and price lowest, that's $7.50 with 84 cents shipping. Again, right there at that $9, which is pretty much what the card sells for retail, is $9.99.
Exactly. Exactly. So that, let me ask you a question. That begs the question. I have found one on eBay for $3.99 with free flat rate freight. All right. And the thing is, they got a lot of sales, over 3,000 sales, but they have a 98% positive feedback. Do you buy something like that that's 3.99? The price is right. Like you
Yes.
said, yeah, I think so too. It's the
Yes, you
last
buy it.
one. Yeah,
You know,
I
the
agree.
worst that could happen is you get your money back because they failed to sell it. Send
Right,
it. But
3.99.
what's the, if you want the card and you don't have enough,
Did you drop out there? I think there he is. You're back. Welcome back, sir.
yeah, I sometimes you get phone calls.
Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
I love it. Those are Mounds and Almond Joy sayings, if you're not
So there
familiar
you
with
go.
those.
So there's our take on Anthony Volpe, what its price is right now, and along
Yeah.
those lines.
So
Now,
let's move on to card
third
number
card for the
Trace.
day, believe it or not, was also a New York Yankee,
Garrett
Garrett
Cole.
Cole.
Yep.
Garrett Cole printed 1,483, which is a lot of cards for Garrett Cole. As a Yankee, he gets extra love. I think that's going to be a nice card, not necessarily a card I need to own. Card number 4, Adley
Okay.
Rutschman.
I guess we're not going to talk about that one.
Well, we can. You want to go
I
back to
know it's
Cole?
okay. Go ahead. Card number
I,
4. Go ahead.
I think he's been around long enough. People know or don't know about him. It's not as exciting as card number 4. Sorry. Card
Didn't
number
didn't that
4 is
didn't that have a big deal? Wasn't that card a big deal? Like 10 strikeouts? Like, isn't that doesn't it put him among a elite company?
he. Again, not to underscore what I believe he had a good game. Maybe let's go back and visit Garrett Cole. I didn't have the card up, so I can't tell you what he did.
I see. All right, let me
Now I
put New York
do.
Yankees.
Now I do. And he sets the opening day record with 11 strikeouts in a game. I mean, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
that's so impressive. I mean, that's like wow. Opening day record for the Yankees, and that's like the most winningest franchise in all of sports history. So I think to do something like that, that's a confidence booster for sure.
Yes. Well, but he's one of the preeminent pitchers in major leagues right now as it is. So
Absolutely. Sorry, didn't mean to go off the rails, sir. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. We're looking at number what, 5?
we're on number 4. Number
4.
4 is
Oh yeah,
Adley Rutschman, rookie
Richmond.
card, Baltimore Orioles, 9,064 cards printed.
Not a whole lot. Not I really expected a little bit more considering that is his first rookie card of this year because all the other ones were call-up cards, and then you have his I guess his road to opening day card. So this is really his first rookie card. And isn't it interesting that there's 10,000 more Anthony Volpe than Adley Rutschman? That's amazing. And I think that speaks volumes as to where people think that Volpe is going to go compared to Rutschman. Because let's face it, how many Rutschman are already available? How many Rutschman autographs are out there compared to Volpe? That's just incredible. So let's keep on
Correct.
keeping on.
Well, I also think that because Rutschman has call-up cards and cards
Yeah.
already, that if
Yep.
you add all those up, you're going to get to more than 19,614
Bingo.
along with this card. So
Even
I
though
don't
they're
know the
first two
difference.
rookies, right?
Right. I don't know if call up and rookie, I know they're different to some people, but to me, the earlier cards of the guy are the cards you want to have. Now, I realize that Bryce Harper or Adley Rushman had cards when they were in minor leagues, maybe. Who knows? But to me, once they're professional cards in the major leagues, that's the card. And I'm not an expert, but do you see it differently?
No.
No. Okay, so we're on the same page with that. Should we go to card 5?
Card 5.
Now,
Masataka
this
Yoshida.
Boston Red Sox rookie card.
Yeah.
6,499. You want to call it 6,500 round up by one? This card's going to be super popular.
I'm on Tops right now. I'm sorry. I'm on eBay right now, and I'm looking at the price. $20 Tops, $14.99, $9.95, $8.99, $7.95. I'm going down the list: $8.99, $6.99, $4.95, and $4.25. But those are the ones from just yesterday or this morning. So yeah, that one seems to be going fast. Not as many listings as there were for the Volpe, but isn't that interesting? Only 6,500 compared to 19,000 or 9,000 for the Rutschman. That's incredible, dude. That's wow.
Yeah, well, and is it the difference of the culture? Is it the difference of the team culture? I mean, Boston versus New York. I don't know.
Good question.
You see cards at $4 for this guy on eBay. I don't see anything. I don't see anything that low. I think 695 is the lowest. Six 695 is the lowest I see
For Volpe or for Yoshida?
For Yoshida.
Yeah, the lowest one I see for Yoshida is 695.
Oh, here, no, I see another one, 495. You mentioned that. Here's one, 495.
But the 495 is card number 41.
It's a different card, correct?
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
So you're right, 695. So that card's starting to move in the upward direction. I think you still could get it below retail value, in my opinion.
Yes.
I see retail is $9.99 again. If you want to buy 20 cards, then it's $4. But for one card, it's $9.99. And with 6,500 cards printed, it's not a high printed rookie, but he's a 27-year-old rookie, right?
There you go. I think that's what really is the one thing that's going to be holding people's commitment to Masataka Yoshida is his age. I mean, you look at what take Juan Soto, if he really is 21 or 20 years old or however. He looks 30, but if he really is 20, 21 years old, it'll just be incredible to watch his career because he has so much more potential. Imagine a guy who's 27, he's going to play for what, 10 years till he's 37, and then he'll be tuckered out. He'll be tired.
It'll be harder to get those Hall of Fame accolades. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 10 years to do what a guy who's Juan Soto's age, almost 20 years to do, or even 15 or 17 years, and having that additional 5 or 7 years to add to pad your numbers, so to speak, and farm your statistics. Well, that's something to be said.
Agreed. Speaking of old age and been around for a long time, card number 6 is Adam Wainwright.
Adam Wainwright, but that's not your usual typical card, though. That's it. That's kind of
a special Tops Now kind of a card.
Yeah, and only a card that Tops Now would deliver.
And what is he doing in the card? This 40-year-old pitcher singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
St. Louis has got to love it. I don't know the guy well enough to, he was the starting number 1 starter for the World Baseball Classic American team. He's never been a fireballer. I know he's losing some speed off of his fastball, but the guy's a legend in St. Louis. They really like this guy. He's a quality arm.
He's won a couple World Series, I think.
That's true too. He's a winner.
Let's see. I'm going to look up his. I mean, that's just. I mean, I like the guy with the trumpet, Tommy Trumpet. He did an amazing job.
Edwin Diaz.
Yeah.
Or the card, Tommy. Yeah, that was last year.
Adam Wainwright. Here we go. Yeah, Adam Wainwright, 3 All-Stars, World Series champion in 2006, 2 Gold Glove, Silver Slugger Award for a pitcher, Roberto Clemente Award, and then 2 National League wins leader. So he's got some stats there for him. So
he's a gentleman. You don't win
I don't know if he's a shoo-in for the first Hall of Fame ballot, though. I don't know.
I would think you're right, and I think he's a gentleman because you don't win the Roberto Clemente Award. Of all the accolades you just read, that one to me is the most impressive.
That's the most special. That one's called helping your community
Yeah,
out. Because we all
that's
know,
what I
everybody
think.
who loves baseball knows that regrettably we lost Roberto Clemente as he was headed flying in a plane with some hurricane relief supplies down to Puerto Rico. And
Correct.
I mean, that's like an automatic pass into heaven if you die trying to go do something awesome for some people. So kudos to
Correct.
him. Kudos to all the people that were able to secure a Roberto Clemente award. That's awesome. Kudos to y'all.
And kudos to all the people that continue the spirit of Roberto Clemente in giving back to the community and to others that need. I think
Yeah.
it's a special thing.
Amen to that, sir. Thank you.
Card 7.
Card 7.
Card 7 is Jordan Walker. Now, Jordan Walker, in my opinion, might be the most interesting card of all the cards that dropped on the first day.
How's that?
First of all, I think it's his first card. Second, there's comparisons between him and like an Albert Pujols. This guy can hit. This guy's been dubbed as a super special kind of a player, and he printed only 10,351 cards. I was way off on my prediction for this card for sure.
Wow. That's incredible.
Plays outfield. Keep your eyes out for Jordan Walker, people. He's going to be something special.
That's the one that stole that hit, right? That's the home run.
No, that's the next card, which leads us to card number 8.
Yes.
Card number 8 is Bubba Thompson, also a rookie card, first issue, 1,374 cards made, Texas Rangers. And Bubba Thompson is pictured stealing a home run in his first Topps Now card. Tall, lengthy, can hit for power, can run. Keep your eyes out for Bubba Thompson.
And one of the bonuses of, and really one of the reasons why Topps Now first day print runs are so high, as you can see, there's been a good number of rookies that have been included into this 13 card, 11 card bundle, 13 cards that they dropped this year for the opening day. So because there's that many rookies in there, these are their first rookies, and they're kind of a big deal. Like you said with that Volpe, 19,000 and change. I mean, that's just incredible. So do we see those further on down? Do we see high print runs like that? I think we could. If we see a brand new rookie get called up, we'll see some big runs like that if it's a big name. But either way, I digress. More rookies.
So let's digress to card number 9. Card number 9 is C.J. Cron, Colorado Rockies. He hit 2 bombs, had a lot of RBIs, and he was the low printed card of the day. 819 cards, which is still in Topps Now land a significant amount of cards.
That's almost double your normal print run.
I've seen other years where CJ Cron is printed in the 200s.
Yep.
So
280, 250.
Even lower than that. And in my opinion, the special number is 250. If you print lower than 250, there's not going to be enough no matter who you're not, in my opinion. But CJ Cron looks like he's going to be putting up some good numbers this year for sure.
Just like last year, he put up good numbers. So that was card number 9, printed, print run was 819, you said?
Yes, sir. You know who else looks like they're going to have a really good year this year?
George Springer.
Yeah, but he's card number 12. So I would think card number 10 would be Will Smith.
Will Smith, really?
Will Smith is batting 3rd for the Dodgers.
I can't believe they didn't trade him.
Well, I don't think they have a backup catcher except for Barnes.
No, Austin Barnes, I think, is it.
Yeah, but he's old and he's more of a Clayton Kershaw de jour.
Yeah, right. Yes, right? Exactly.
Yes. Will Smith for the Dodgers printed 906 cards. He's the catcher. He's an all-star. He's capable, both sides of the plate. And I think Will Smith is somewhat underappreciated in the Los Angeles baseball community.
Yes.
Should we go to card number 11?
Yeah, I almost said something about the Los Angeles baseball community that I'm glad I didn't. Let's go to the next one quickly. Hurry.
Let's go to card number 11. The greater Los Angeles Anaheim greater community is Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
This card printed 4,152, which is a significant amount of cards if you look up what Otani usually prints. I don't know that he goes to the 4,000s all the time. So that's a heck of a card.
Oh, look.
Guess whose card? No, well, yeah,
You
give it
said
a.
something. I have to look now.
Well, they've started putting a lot of Otani cards out, even this year in the cards that are released after the first day. So we're going to get to compare that number of 4,152 card 11 Shohei Otanis to future releases, but I don't know if they're going to all be in the 4,000s. I think it's going to go down.
The Topps Now card, his last card from 2022 was card number 1023, and they had a print run of 7,331. Now that was pitching and batting that was featured there about making history. The one before that, card 879, had a print run of 2,056.
Yeah, so 2056 sounds more in the usual, but we'll see how it rolls for the rest of the year.
But Otani could go anywhere though. That's the thing with him. His print runs could do anything.
Yeah, well, he's an international superstar.
Yeah.
Card number 12. Your guy, George Springer, Toronto Blue Jays. Now, this guy's underappreciated, right?
I believe so. I really do.
He can do everything. He plays center field. He can run. He can hit for power. He's a five-tool player, and he just flies below radar because he was an Astro.
He was an Astro. Yeah, he's a four-time All-Star, World Series champion, World Series MVP, 2 times Silver Slugger award. I don't think that he's going to be making it in on the first ballot. He might be one of those write-ins eventually down the line.
He's having a better season than Harold Baines had a career. He's having a better career than Harold Baines. So I would have to put him on track for HOF possibility.
Maybe.
He needs to put it up for another 4 or 5 years to be really sustainable because it's based on your whole career, but you got to have at least 9 years active to make the Hall of Fame.
So we have one more card left to talk about here.
After George Springer. So George Springer, card 12, printed 869, which is higher than I thought. But again, it's first opening day card.
Yep.
We should do card 13 because that's the last card of the video, right?
Yes, sir.
I have card 13 listed as the pitch clock timer card. It printed 3,200 on the nose.
Right on the nose. That's interesting. You don't usually see that.
Well, no, agreed. You don't usually see that. Excuse me. Yes, agreed. You don't usually see that.
So is this an Otani card or a pitch timer, pitch clock card?
Well, that's the intrigue about this card 13 is that it's a pitch timer card, but the only player on the card besides the picture of the clock timer is Shohei Ohtani.
So you're buying into it. You're buying into the card because it's Shohei Ohtani, but you're also acknowledging the fact that it's not a Shohei Ohtani card. It's a pitch clock card, and it's part of the new rules of baseball. In fact, one of the cool things I like about the pitch clock is that it seems like every day there's either a pitcher or a batter that is being penalized or given an advantage because somebody took too long with the timer. So I think I love it myself. I really do. I'm all ba.
I like it too. I think so too. But the last point about this pitch timer card is that if you're an Ohtani collector, you got to have this card.
You got to have this card.
But it doesn't have his name on the card.
So maybe people miss this card who are Ohtani collectors, right? Because it's a big deal, right? Having not okay. Look, it has the opening day logo on it. It's got the Topps Now logo on it. It doesn't. There's no team featured on it, so it has the MLB logo on the bottom right instead of a team logo. But then it's got superstar quality Shohei Ohtani, most amazing baseball player in the last 100 years, undoubtedly, unless something happens, But listen, here's the thing: it's not even a Shohei Ohtani card. It's a card that acknowledges a rule change that's making baseball better, and not necessarily better like over the long haul, like better immediately.
There's a lot of listings on eBay for this card.
How many you got? How many are you looking at?
The number on the top isn't even indicative of the ones that aren't counted. It says 14 results, but there's more than 14 because some of them listed differently. Some of the people don't list the card where it picks up properly from eBay's count. There's a lot of cards, a lot of listings for this card. People, if you're into the Otani and want to get a card that's special, this might be one to do that with.
I
My
only see
opinion.
5 listings here, and they're all one's 520, one's 6, one's 7.99, and one's $8. All of them with free shipping.
I have 14, but I've got more than 14 because I know it doesn't count it correctly. But
Well, here's
that
how I typed it in. I typed in 2023 Tops Now pitch clock. I'm going to put
I
in pitch
typed in
timer.
2023 Tops Now 13 pitch.
I'm going to put in pitch timer now.
Put in the
Pitch timer
number.
comes up with 12. Okay,
People out there in YouTube land, when you list cards, make sure you put the number of the card.
Yeah. 525 is the lowest I've seen so far. And really, that's not that expensive for this card.
Right.
I think this card's going to be underrated sleeper hit. I really do.
We agree.
Yeah. I think
All
that's
right,
it,
people.
man.
We're gonna wrap this up. We got more shows coming in the near future. We got more cards dropping from Tops in the near future. This is a Say Hey Kid.
And I'm Vinny.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Over and out. No, we don't even say that over and out, do we? We just say, have a great day. We'll see you soon. Peace.